Guys, welcome back to the vlog. We've just got to Mumbai. We've checked into our hotel. We're staying at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Santa Cruz. We have been and used the spa just to decompress and relax a little bit after the flight. And we're now going to head out and get some street food. We're super hungry. We've not eaten anything since lunch. But the first thing I like to do when I come to Mumbai is go and get some good, cheap street food. So let's go and do that. Thank you. How's the day, Brie?
Outstanding. It's just...
This is what... Whenever I dream of Mumbai, I dream of this place.
This is just a delight to eat. It's spicy, it's mild, it's just full of flavour.
We have some sev puri.
I don't think I've had this before, have I?
I'm not sure. No, you haven't. You
If
haven't.
I have, then this is just... Yeah, this is probably one of the best street foods I've ever had.
And now we have some bhel puri. Their bhel puri is like nothing you'll ever try anywhere.
Except I have once already.
No, as in their bhel puri is one of the best bhel puris.
Yes, I've had this in my second time. I've had it once in Rishikesh. This is far exceeds that.
Buying a scooty.
Very spiciest.
And this is it. This all comes from this little cart here. Let's get behind here and have a look. We've just had some street food and now we're gonna go and grab something else to eat, maybe have a drink. We've not had David's not had any alcohol for about a week now, so we have a drink and yeah, maybe a few small plates of something else, maybe some dumplings or something. Saturday night in Mumbai, it's absolutely chaotic, but it's fun, it's all good. This is Linking Road Market, one of the biggest shopping streets, one of the longest shopping streets in Mumbai, from my understanding. Mix of jewelry shops, designer shops, sports brands, and then you've got your market stalls. David said this is one of the best drinks he's ever had. It's like a really spicy Indian style picante, coriander, garlic, salt, chili, turmeric. That is pretty amazing. That's really amazing.
You sort of want to eat it, it's like, yeah.
It's our first full day in Mumbai and we've just had an incredible breakfast. The breakfast at the Hyatt is, in my opinion, one of the best. I've stayed in a fair few hotels in Mumbai now and it's probably one of the most extensive, high-quality breakfast buffets there is around here. Even better than the Taj Palace, which I stayed at last year. Let me just show you the pool area. It's a fairly large pool and then inside they've got a really big gym and a sort of spa area for men and a spa area for women. So we went to the hot tub yesterday, which is this really big hot tub in the men's changing room. They've got a steam and sauna in the changing rooms. How was your first night in Mumbai, David?
Oh, we got here and it was just, the airport was really calm actually, and I thought, you know, what's all the fuss about? It seems there's no beeping on the kind of freeway, and Rish said to me, just you wait, and sure enough, we get into the hotel. Again, very calm, great hotel. I'm sure Rish is going to kind of go through that with you. Service was excellent, and then we kind of had spa and stuff, and then we just quickly went out, and that's when it started. So we got into a Uber rickshaw, which was something I've never done before, and it was just like the most craziest driving experience I've ever had. A bit like being on a roller coaster without wearing a seatbelt, and just basically like bumper cars, but a lot more dangerous.
We've just crossed the sea link. If you don't know what the sea link is, it takes you from north, I'd say sort of North Mumbai, across the sea over to South Mumbai. It's actually quite a beautiful bridge that allows you to cross. It's a toll bridge, and it's just a faster way of crossing over. Otherwise, you've got to go through, you know, the inroads, and it's all very congested. Plan today is to go to see the Taj, go to Colaba Market, maybe check out a gallery, go to Galagora. Galagora is like a really cool trendy area, lots of like little boutique shops. And then we've booked an Italian restaurant in Galagora. The restaurant we're going to has been voted like top 50 restaurants in Asia, that list that they do. I've been before, but it's absolutely superb. So we're going to go have dinner around 8 o'clock. But first we're going to go to one of my favourite restaurants for lunch called Swati Snacks. They sort of do regional cuisines. They do a specific dish there which I absolutely love, which I'll show you. Here, babe. Open up. And then dip that in the chutney and have it with a bit of the pickle. Peel and then dip in the green chutney and eat it like that. How are Swati Snacks?
Yeah, really tasty. So I didn't eat much because we only had breakfast 2 hours ago. So it was just.
Does it like fascinate you though what you can create from like flour and water or yogurt? Like Gujarati food is all about kind of taking what you have in your cupboard and making up
I think
different dishes.
For me, always food is about flavour, layering of flavours, and just. I don't really care what it's made from, what it looks like, as long as it's tasty. And I think that I've learned a lot about kind of Indian food. I thought Indian was my favourite cuisine, but since
you're trying all different regions now.
Oh, it's
not just naan and
it's unbelievable.
Naan and curry. We're just in Colaba Market. Colaba Market is probably one of the biggest markets for tourists, just because they sell a lot of like gifts and just really random stuff but cheap. Handbags and all like books, all of which are kind of knockoffs. Shoes, costume jewelry, all that sort of stuff. But it's more of a tourists and locals. We've just got to the Gateway of India. It's so busy, but it's a Sunday afternoon and everyone's out. Local tourists, people having a good time, having snacks, having cold drinks. It is so hot. Behind me is the Taj Palace Hotel and Towers. India Gate looks like it's currently under construction at the moment. I can never remember if it's Gateway of India or India Gate, because there's two in India. But it's still always worth coming to see. No matter how many times I've seen it, I always make sure I come and see it. We've just come to the Sabyasachi store. He's one of my favourite Indian designers. This is unbelievable. This shop is off the hook. Unbelievable. I can't even put into words. I knew it was going to be amazing, but it is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. 10 p.m. we just finished dinner, walked to Marine Drive, which is about 20 minutes from the restaurant. It is so humid. We're sweating buckets, but needed to walk after an incredible meal. Everyone's out. Sunday night, everyone's out. The vibe is incredible. It's just such simple pleasures, but everyone's just out having a great time. Friends, families. But I think we're gonna have to find a taxi now. We have to get up really early tomorrow. So we're gonna get a taxi back, have a shower and hit the hay. We're at Santa Cruz Market. This is the home of Sandwiza, which is the iconic Bombay sandwich. David's trying a Bombay sandwich for the first time. Let's see what he thinks. How's your first Bombay sandwich?
Do you know what? Really good. I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it was just going to be something covered in melted cheese, but actually, it's really good tasting cheddar. Typical cheese sandwich, but on an elevated basis. So you've got your kind of quick cheese, you've got cucumber and tomato in there. But you've got your chutneys in there. And yeah, so amazing flavour. Really well seasoned, spicy. Quite addictive, to be honest. Cheese sandwich is my thing, so I'm definitely going to have the one.
And then we've got a green chutney and a red chutney. How's the spice levels?
Not sure hot at all. Just good spice, not heat, I'd say.
They called it. Yeah, there's rose apple.
Yeah.
Let's go further down. It's jackfruit. Jackfruit.
Yeah.
So it's our second night in Mumbai. I've not really been able to vlog much today because we've spent half of our day at the hospital. We had, as part of our holiday, we had decided that we were going to go and do a full body health checkup because it is really cheap to do here. So we got to the hospital at 7:30 a.m. and until 2 p.m. we were just in back-to-back tests and going through about 10-15 different tests with different consultants and technicians, and we have to go back on Friday to get our results and then speak to the specialists individually to see what any of the results show. But that was part of our plan for coming here, was to get that done. But since then we've just come back and we've been chilling. We were quite tired. We'd been up since 6 to get there early, and we freshened up, used the spa for a bit, and now we're heading out for a meal. Just going to be really casual. Going to maybe go for a walk through Bandstand, which is kind of like the promenade seafront. How was the hospital experience for you?
We were in there 5-6 hours, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I wasn't hanging around for more than 5 minutes any of those 6 hours in between.
Yeah.
It was, they
literally just going from like one department to another, from one specialist, from X-ray to CT scan to heart check, echo.
Yeah, and I had a lot more done, didn't I?
Eye test, dental test.
They walked me through.
Yeah.
So even when I kind of had a bit of 5 minutes, they came and got me. They walked me to my appointment. So I wasn't waiting at all. So look, do you know what? For the money I paid, it's like going to a shop and going, right, I want to do this, and actually them going, okay, fine, let's do that. And you're like, wow, okay. It's like something I've always wanted to do, because it gives you that peace of mind about kind of being fit and healthy. You know, I'm approached a certain age, I've never had it done, and you know, as I say, I don't know what the results say, mind you, because I get the results Friday, but I've literally had everything done, from eyes through teeth through.
What I liked about it is that you're not having to then wait a week to come back and see a specialist, or like she's like, your teeth need cleaning, and you know, you've got a bit of filling, sort of like chipping away, and she's like, we can do it for you in an hour, and you know, you get it done immediately. You're not having to wait, you know, a week, 2 weeks. If there's any questions, if you have any, if you're interested, I'm more than happy to answer those, and you know, give you share some more about the experience. So,
and it'd be good to see what the results, how comprehensive the results are get on Friday, actually, just to see what they dig into and how they're presented to us.
Right, let's go get some food.
I am, you know, mate, I might not be. Do it later.
We've just been out for a really nice Japanese meal. So the restaurant we were going to go to has now turned into a cloud kitchen. So we had to abandon that and went a couple of streets down to another Japanese restaurant and had some sushi, some ramen, some gyozas. It was unbelievable, really, really fantastic. Lovely neighborhood vibe, beautiful food, really great service. Also, like what I love about India is they take real pride in their drinks. Like their drinks menu, even like the non-alcoholic drinks menu, is like there's so much choice for non-alcoholic options, and everywhere does kombucha. Like kombucha is such a thing here, and so I've had alcohol last couple of nights. I didn't want something tonight, so opted for a really lovely non-alcoholic cocktail. We're just walking down Bandstand now. So Bandstand is like a promenade along the sea in the Bandra area, and it's just lovely. It's a really cool. Well, it's warm, but it's it's not so humid tonight. It's just lovely to walk. Everyone's out after dinner walking. There are street entertainers. David's having a massage right now from one of the guys on the street who's offers massage. It's just a nice way to wind down the evening, and yeah, it's a nice breeze coming from the sea as well. So yeah, we're sort of doing that. Probably headed back to the hotel in about 15-20 minutes and call it a night. It's been a really long day with the hospital today. So but yeah, really productive, good day. So we're just at the Palladium Mall. Today we had a bit of a sort of free day, nothing really planned. We've got a really nice dinner and bar booked this evening, which I'll show you and take you to. So we've just come to the mall. We're at the Palladium Mall in Lower Parel. Probably one of my favourite malls, just because it's not super big and all the shops are a little bit more accessible. To be fair, this is one of my favourite malls. There have been a couple of new malls opened up in the last couple of years by the Ambanis, the Geo Mall. But last time I went there, it was just full of like high-end premium designer luxury brands. So it's a little bit unaccessible, and the Palladium Mall just has brands that you would shop at, and buy casual stuff, gifts, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're spending a few hours here. But let me swing around and I'll show you what the mall looks like. So pretty standard in terms of design, but yeah, it's not huge. And there's another section adjoining to this, which is slightly old, and there they've got like your M&S pantaloons, which is a really big brand here, C&A, some old brands that we used to have in the UK, which they still have here. But here you've got a Muji, and downstairs you've got things like MAC, you've got a Ralph Lauren, you've got Scotch and Soda. So yeah, some really cool brands that you'd actually buy stuff in. So we're back at our hotel, and we've got around half an hour to get ready and go out again because we're going for dinner towards in the same area that we've just come from, which is annoying. But we really need to come back and change, drop our bags off. But I thought I'll quickly show you the room because I haven't showed you the room yet. So this is the club room. We've got upgraded to a club room, but I don't think it's that much bigger than a standard room. And as soon as you walk in, this panelled cupboard area here is what they've turned into like a mini bar. You've got fully stocked fridge and an espresso machine, teas, coffee cups there. And then you come into the main room, really large, I'd say it's a king bed. And then this area here where it's sort of your... We've had to put all our luggage here because there's nowhere else to store luggage. But it's not too bad, it's not in the way. Just mind the mess. And then our view is off this really lush courtyard, which is quite nice. You don't really see anyone in there. So that's a nice view, as opposed to looking over the city. And then the bathroom is through these sliding doors. And you've got your wash basin here, vanity area. A really powerful hot shower, which has been really lovely. But it's a wet room, so everything does get wet when you have a shower, including the bath. Toilet through there. And then just around here is your wardrobe space. It's not too bad for 2 people, but you can't really put any luggage or very much luggage there if you've got more than one piece. Safe. But so we're paying £160 a night here, which isn't too bad given that other hotels of a similar standard are double the price around the same time. Breakfast included, and it is one of the best breakfasts I've ever had at a hotel in Mumbai. So I'm quite impressed with this. They've done an upgrade on the room since I've stayed here last, and actually the staff are absolutely phenomenal. Really, really lovely. So I would definitely stay here again. Highly recommend it. And it's only about a 15-minute journey from the airport. So if you're only here for a couple of nights, you're better off staying closer to the airport. So this is the Grand Hyatt. So it's our 3rd night in Mumbai, and we're on our way to dinner. A few months ago I booked this restaurant because it is one of Mumbai's most exclusive, highly rated restaurants. It is a 10-course tasting menu. Last year I did go to this restaurant last year when I was here with my friends, and annoyingly on my way to the restaurant I started to feel quite unwell, and I didn't really make it past the first 2 or 3 courses. I didn't experience the whole menu, but my friends absolutely loved it. And this is my 2nd attempt at dining here. David is unfortunately not feeling great. He has developed a sore throat, which is quite common when you're in Mumbai just because of the pollution. We've been taking rickshaws, so you're breathing in pollution fumes, etc. But the hotel were amazing, and they made him a Indian hot toddy and delivered it to our room, which was really lovely. The service at the Hyatt has been phenomenal. One of the best hotel experiences I've had ever, really. But we're really looking forward to this evening, and then we're going to head over to the Four Seasons Hotel, where I booked a table at their rooftop bar. So we've opted for the vegetarian tasting menu. We've just ordered drinks. We're not doing the wine pairing. We've ordered our cocktails. And we're just waiting for our first course. Artichoke, mango chips, curry chimichurri, hadron, glazed with mango, and there's a coconut chutney. I'm tired of giving my love and getting nowhere. So we've just arrived at the Four Seasons, where we are on their rooftop bar. The bar's called Air. And I'm just going to flip around and show you. It is spectacular. The view from here is unbelievable. So I've gone from a gimlet, and David's having a Negroni. So we're halfway through our week in Mumbai. What's your thoughts on the city?
So, original thoughts were, how am I going to last a week in the city? Because I think we just got in a rickshaw or got in an Uber, and it was just absolute chaos. And then we soon checked into the hotel. Service, second to none. They can't do enough for us in the Hyatt. And then you kind of become used and acclimatized to the beeping and the craziness. I think I said before in one of the other clips, like, amongst the craziness is this calm. And it's weird, I feel calm amongst all the noise and the chaos. And then, so that, with the backdrop of that, you kind of then experiencing all these wonderful places like where we are now, which is almost like Soho House sort of vibes, or we've just been for a beautiful dinner in a I'd say kind of like a Michelin star restaurant. We've also had street food, which has been of the highest quality, and you know, these experiences are all really, really magical. but they're poles apart in terms of cost, in terms of location, in terms of everything. All I can say is that it's diverse, interesting, and I wish I could stay here another couple of weeks because I've only kind of touched the iceberg, and that's the reality. When I leave here, I think I'll be sad to go, and I definitely be coming back. And also, so I'm just on this rooftop bar, and one side of me, you've got kind of what I can only describe as a skyline, which is impressive, right? To rival places like maybe Hong Kong. You go to the other side of the bar and look out, it's all construction. As far as you can see out to the ceiling. In 10 years' time, this will be a very, very different place. The population of the population of India is the biggest in the world. I think when I Googled it, it's like 1.5 billion. It's taken over China. The city can only hold so many people. You can just see it all around you. It's going up and up and up and up and up. People is going upwards. The development here is off the scale. Everywhere you go is kind of roadworks and just construction. So, yeah, 10 years' time, watch this space.
So we've just checked out of the Grand Hyatt Hotel. It was a really, really lovely 4 days. I think we both agree that it was probably one of the best hotel experiences we've had in a long time. But so, what do you think? It's just
it's 5-star service, and I said so in my review. It's just
it's just not 5-star on paper. It's literally you're experiencing
room and facilities aside. The service for the staff, from the reception through to concierge, through to everyone who's just kind of working the doors.
The minute you step in, you feel special.
People can't do enough for you. So whatever you want, whatever you need, it's there at no extra cost, and it's done fast, efficiently, without question.
They never say no. So,
I feel bad asking for stuff generally, and Rishi made me ask for things like some of which was just quite ridiculous, obviously.
But anyway, we're moving on now. We're heading to Soho House, which is in Juhu. Juhu is like the beach side. It's a very exclusive sort of beach. It's a very exclusive area. A lot of celebs live here, but with their beach, like kind of apartments overlooking the sea. So we're just checking in here now for 3 nights. So it'll be a very different experience. I've stayed here before, but a very different experience. But nonetheless, it will still also be really lovely. So we've just checked into Soho House in Mumbai. Before we bring all our luggage and everything, I just want to show you our room. It is spectacular. So as soon as you walk in, you have this little corridor with all your wardrobes. And then you come through straight into the main bedroom area. The interiors of this particular house, for me, is just spot on. I absolutely love the interiors. Very, very nice big bed. Marshall speakers, Roberts radio. It's got a real beach boho vibe, but I love the print on the curtains. Just everything everywhere is sort of Indian textiles, Indian print. And we've got this lovely seating area. This is a sea view small room. I think they've upgraded us because it feels like more like a medium. And we've got a lovely cabinet here with our mini bar. And let's see what's in the mini bar. So they have the most incredible chocolate chip biscuits as well. Let's see what's in here. Oh, just lots of snacks. And this is the fridge, I think. Beautiful crockery and an espresso machine. And then you come through here. Really lovely Soho House robes. Separate toilet. And then through here is the bathroom. Lovely marble sink. Cowshed products everywhere. So we've got lots of toiletries. They even provide you with condoms usually, which is always makes me laugh. There we go. But yeah, lots there. Water. And then you come through here, and you've got a really lovely shower, big rain shower head. And then look at all the cowshed products you can use while you're staying. Out here, so we've got a sea view room. I was not expecting a balcony though. Complete view of this Juhu Beach. Lovely breeze here. What's your first impression?
It's amazing. I'm just trying to take it all in. It's just like, I feel like I just don't want to leave already. I've not even been here 4 minutes. It's like, wow.
Yeah, this is why once you check in here, you don't really ever want to leave.
The interiors, the bed linen, the pillows, the cushions, the accessories, the taps, just everything. It's like, yeah. And this view.
Yeah, the view is spectacular. Last time I stayed here, my view was of the city, but this is unbelievable.
This is like.
This is a sea view.
This is like being in Miami.
Went for some manicures and pedicures across the road from Soho House, and then we went to the temple in Juhu. I wanted to show David because it's quite a special temple for me, and we ended up then going for some lunch, or late lunch, at a really nice South Indian restaurant right by the temple. We've just been relaxing by the pool now for a bit, because we're quite keen on making the most of our time here and just really making sure we unwind and like not run around too much. There's still a few things on our itinerary that I had planned, but I think we might cut it just because we want to make the most of it. So, like, it's such a beautiful hotel and such a beautiful space, and we just want to make sure we unwind before we head back. I've just come up to the room to use the bathroom, and I thought I'll show you the view from the room right now. I think the fact that you've got this kind of double aspect makes such a difference. It makes the room feel so much bigger. But then you come through here, and honestly, like, I knew it was a sea view room. I didn't stay in a sea view room last time, but I knew it was a sea view room, but this is just something else. Look at that. And honestly, this beach comes alive at night because everyone comes out for the sea breeze. And if you go further down there, there's sort of an area where there's just loads of food stall vendors. It's really famous for street food down there. I've never eaten there just because it's a bit risky for foreigners, I think. But everyone comes out, has food, playing games on the beach. The sun's going down there, it's cooler. It's a lovely breeze. Hey guys, I've not really been able to pick up the camera much today because we've both been really unwell. Been sleeping most of the day, not really left the hotel. Spent a bit of time by the pool, but even that was just mostly sleeping. Yeah, I was really unwell through the night, and David's still quite unwell. So the most we've been able to achieve today, apart from sleeping, is coming out for a walk. We're sitting on our balcony watching the sunset now, so let's just head down to the beach and go for a walk. So that's what we're doing. Everyone's out enjoying a really, really nice breeze. It's so cool and lovely. The sun's getting down, people are out playing cricket and football and going for walks, walking their dogs, out with friends. It's just such a nice vibe. You okay?
Yeah, good.
Sorry, Andy. Amazing, just take it all in.
Just saying how we've not achieved very much today.
No, I think probably after 5-6 days, maybe that's what was needed, but I think we're forced into doing nothing, right? So
yeah, it was always on the agenda to chill out today and not leave, but didn't want to feel this way, to be fair. But it's all good. This guy's a pro at cutting coconuts. Jesus, look at that. Juhu Beach is famous for their food stalls. You won't catch me eating here, but everyone is out enjoying the food. This has been here for years and is the sort of crux of Juhu Beach. Everyone knows the food stalls of Juhu Beach. We have Bambaji there. These have been here for decades though, so they're not just little pop-ups, they're permanent, established businesses. These are ice cola, which is like slushies. These are all the flavours. I think David's just taken back by everything. David's just in shock. So she's carrying 2 dosas.
I wasn't expecting this. Wow. I saw the lights from a distance, so it's like
They're all established businesses, they've been here for years.
yeah, all the stores look really clean. They've all kind of really well put together. It's almost like they're
I still wouldn't eat here. So in one corner you've got Bao Bhaji, and he's making Chinese in the middle. He's making Chinese in the middle. So it's our second to last day in Mumbai. We've woken up feeling better than we did yesterday. Still slightly dodgy tummy, but yeah, yesterday I felt like I'd been hit by a bus. Bit better today. Woke up, had a really lovely breakfast by the pool, and now we're on our way to the hospital to go and meet the physician and go through the results of our health checkup. After my health checkup, I'm seeing another specialist to go through some sinus issues I've been having, and I'm having my teeth cleaned. David's having his teeth cleaned, and we're just going to sort of wrap all of that up today. I'm actually also having a filling done. So I just thought, what's in here, have it all done. And then I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping. He's going to come back and relax by the pool this evening. Probably have dinner at Soho House, just have a lovely evening, because we didn't really get to enjoy yesterday evening there. We just sort of ate for the sake of eating. The walk on the beach was really lovely. It was probably the highlight of our day. And I think that's about it, really. If you have any questions about the hospital and kind of coming to India and doing a full health checkup, do let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. I might do a little follow-up video sort of going through all of that for anyone who is interested. So we're back at the hotel. After the hospital, we ended up going to some shopping streets where I needed to get some last minute things. I really wanted to film there, but it was so hectic, so hot. It's like 35 degrees. It was just too much. I completely forgot to pull the camera out, because all we wanted to do was get what we needed and get out of there. We got back to the hotel. We've been spending the last few hours at the pool. Had a DJ, had some drinks. Couldn't film anything there because it's a house. But we've just gotten ready, and we're now going to go down to their restaurant, Sasoni's. It's a beautiful space, so I'm going to try and film there. So let's go. So the restaurant is on the ground floor of Soho House, overlooking the sea. The setting is absolutely incredible. So we're starting with some burrata. And our table is overlooking the sea. How amazing is this restaurant?
I don't think you can beat the location, as in we've not had the food yet, but just you can see that the atmosphere, the lighting, the view, we're the best table.
Honestly, the food looks amazing so far. Right, cheers. So it's our last day in Mumbai, and I had the worst night's sleep, the worst stomach cramps, the worst. Like honestly, I thought I was gonna die. Like women who get cramps, like period pain cramps, if it is as bad as what I was getting last night, boy, do I feel for you, because it was like nothing I've ever felt before. So that kept me up most of the night. But I had intermittent sleep in between. It was just really, it's just hard to explain. It was just like I couldn't lie down. I couldn't sit up. I walked, but then I needed the toilet. Like it was all going on. But fun enough, I don't feel too bad today. I'm tired. I feel weak because anytime I put something in my mouth, yeah, I need the bathroom. Too much information. But the last thing I wanted to do before we leave Mumbai is go to the flower market. I want to go and buy lots of tuberose if they have it, and just go in. I've never been to this flower market, so I want to go and experience it, buy some flowers. It's Mother's Day when we land, so I thought it would be really, really nice to take something back. So let's go and see Mumbai's biggest and only, I think, flower market. So we found them. Let's see how much they want to charge us for it. So it's about £1.25 for 10 stems, which is an absolute steal. We don't even get this in the UK. I just hope I get it back to London fresh and in one piece. Hey guys, so it's 1:30 AM and our flight's in 45 minutes. After I got back from the flower market today, we basically spent the whole day and most of the evening sitting by the pool. I was absolutely exhausted, not having slept last night, and even just going to the flower market was pretty exhausting, so we didn't move from the poolside. Couldn't film anything there because of Soho House rules, but it was just a really lovely afternoon. We met a few other people who were there and made some friends and had some dinner, and I had a nap, and it was just a really lovely way to end our holiday. Feeling much better actually, but just super tired now. It's, like I said, it's 1:30 AM. So I am gonna sign off here actually. It's been a long week, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed coming along this journey with us. Hopefully I'll be able to salvage some of the footage and turn it into something interesting. But yeah, we've had an incredible time. Yeah, I think David had an amazing time. I'm sure we'll do like a roundup. But I think he found it sort of eye-opening, as well as just an incredible place, and he shared my passion for India. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. That really, really does help. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in my next one.